Perfect. All right, I'm starting. Welcome all together. Welcome to the second kick-off meeting today. Again, my name is Ebru Okatan. I'm facilitating the kick-off today. Before we are starting with the information about Lesson 2, as you know, we have had the first kick-off meeting for Lesson 1 last week on Monday. So is here anyone who is attending the kick-off for the first time today, who haven't been present in the meeting last week?
Hello, do you hear me?
Yes, Roberto.
Yes, that's me. I listened to the recording of the first kickoff, but I was not physically present.
No, that's all right. Okay, you're physically present today. Did you finish the first lesson, Roberto?
Yes, yes, I already received
The email
badge.
with the badge. Did you all receive the email with the first badge?
I had some difficulties on the platform because I repeated 2 times quiz, so I stopped.
We can together, if you want, Tiziana, you can just stay online after we finish this kick-off, and then we will just look where the problem is, because at least we said if you have got 50% of the assignments, you will receive your badge. Yeah? So there is no problem in that issue. We will do that together. Marcelo wrote that he received the first badge. Perfect. Margaret, you didn't receive it. Margaret, if you want, you can stay online as well after we finish the kickoff, yeah?
Do you know how to check where the badge is? Margaret and other people that didn't find the badge.
Tiziana?
Please check in your profile.
Okay.
Open your profile and you will see all the assignments submitted and also the badge if you did. Okay, perfect.
Can I come back to you later, Rosanna? I plan to have a little navigation through Emma. You can maybe help us navigating through the MOOC.
Okay.
All right, perfect. Thank you for that. So just let's start with the second lesson. I have planned a short review about Lesson 1, what we learned in Lesson 1. After that, we will look how Lesson 2 is structured, what is the content, and the general MOOC pathway, what is waiting for us in this week and in the next week when we're talking about the information about Emma and the MOOC. Again, we can have this little navigation through Emma. So let us start with the review about Lesson 1. What was the last lesson about? That was the first level of the MOOC. We have got introduced to the subject of open badges in general, what open badges are, about the concept and the practical use of open badges. And that was just the first unit of Lesson 1. Then we had an assignment that was a discussion in which you have been asked to report about the concept, aims, and practical use of open badges. The second unit wanted you to present the concept of open badges, including the history and organizations which are involved. And in the last unit, a portfolio of application fields and good practice examples have been emphasized here. That was Lesson 1. If you have finished Lesson 1, you should got an email with this nice badge. This badge is the first badge of foundations level. The pathway of Lesson 2, technologies of open badges. First of all, what is this lesson about? The question which is asked here, or the subject of Unit 1 is, how do open badges work? Unit 1 will go more into detail. Here we will learn about differences between open badges and other digital badges. How do open badges work? How is the metadata structured? How invisible information are saved here in the badge, and the evolution of open badge framework. The subject of Unit 2 is concentrating onto the tools which are used. This unit starts with the revision of the roles of in the Open Badges ecosystem. And then we will learn about popular online tools which are available here in this field. That means some badges or some tools have got different functions. So we will learn which one is for what. And in this unit, the most popular tools will be shown. And finally, the purposes and scopes of the tools will be summarized in Unit 2 of Lesson 2. The last unit of the lesson is about the value of open badges. So here, factors that make open badges valuable for consumers will be summarized, as well as the potentials and strength. But on the other hand, limitations such as reasons against open badges will be shown here. Now let's have a look at how Lesson 2 is structured. The good news is that we have less assignments as in Lesson 1. In Lesson 1, if you remember, we had 6 assignments in total. And here in Lesson 2, we only have got 4 assignments. And the first unit, as I just mentioned, is about the technological concept of open badges. We have got 2 assignments in the first unit of Lesson 2. The first assignment will be a quiz about the technology, and the second assignment of Unit 1 is about the metadata. You will discuss about the metadata. The second unit has got only 1 assignment, 1 single assignment, and this one will be about the relevant technologies. And the last unit of this lesson, again, has got only 1 assignment about the potentials and limitations. Here you can just think about pros and cons. You will discuss pros and contrasts in this last unit. When you're finishing Lesson 2, the technology level, again, you will receive the email with your second badge. There you can see 2 stars are there. It's a nice badge. Let's have a look how the MOOC pathway in this week and in the next week will be. As already mentioned, the entire MOOC is self-paced, so that means you will follow your own plan again and work in the MOOC whenever you want, whenever you have time. So you can do this in between the week. The only thing is to move together through this MOOC. We are planning with 1 week for each lesson. Yeah, that means again, you will have time for finishing Lesson 2 till the end of the week. And next Monday, we will start together with the final lesson, Lesson 3, which will be introduced next Monday in the kick-off meeting. So save the date, 15th March, again at 6 p.m. That will be our last kickoff. Any questions so far? There is something in the chat. Just let me have a little deadline of finishing the assignments. As I just said, you will have time till the end of this week. If you need more time, it's no problem. You can work next week on the assignments of this lesson. That will be no problem. The lessons, they're not locked. They're open for you.
But I need to talk to you after the lesson, if it is possible.
Yes, sure.
Because I got lost somewhere, and so I missed one step.
That's no problem. Okay. There are 2 other people who have got the same problem.
Thank you.
We can have a look where the problem is, yeah? Perfect. All right, okay, then I'm just moving to information about Emma and the MOOC. I just showed you this slide last week. As we know, every lesson has got 3 units, and every unit will be introduced with information about that unit. And this one was when you're scrolling in Emma in the MOOC, you can find external resources and study material for your self-study. And in the very bottom, you have got the conversation box. That is the section for posting your comments or your homework. We thought that you could post your questions into this box as well. but the better way is just to mail me if you have got a question. Yeah, here this one is the lesson abstract. When you're starting with the lesson, you will see this in the beginning of the lesson, and here, which is very important for me, that's why I just wanted to remember you again. If you finished your lesson, I would kindly remember or ask you to join this survey. Maybe you have seen it. I have published a blog post where I have copied the link of the survey. So let us just have a little navigation. This is the lesson abstract. Here you will find information, for example, the Zoom invitation information. Here's the meeting ID and here's the password. Here in the middle you have got the information about the lesson and its units. Here, for example, Unit 1, Unit 2 and Unit 3. What is the content of those units? And when you're scrolling down, here you can find the link of the survey, and here you can see each unit. Unit 1, Lesson 2, Unit 2, Lesson 2, and Unit 3 of Lesson 2. Let's start with Unit 1. Here you can see the assignments, but better you're starting here. Here is the information box, and here is a little introduction video which we have got just created for you. And after this, when you're scrolling down, working here on this is the metadata of a badge shown. You will see it later when you're working here. Here is the external resources and study material. You can go next, but here you have your assignments. Like, you can go next, or you can click just here when you want to go to the next assignment. We have got a little quiz again here, and here you can go back. Yeah, in the beginning of the unit, here you have your 3 units, and so you can navigate to the second unit when you're at the start. And another very important thing is, here's the linking to the virtual classroom. When you're clicking onto this symbol, you come to the blog posts. They're just visible only to users who enrolled the course Open Badges for Open Science. And here, for example, here are all the blog posts, but you will get notifications. You will receive an email or receive a notification. For example, this one was my blog post where I just published the Zoom kickoff information. And here, for example, where is it? I had another one. Here, the survey, the information with the link. By the way, when you have to search our MOOC, I think my internet access is a little bit here. Here, you just have to scroll a little bit, or for example, when you're searching for MOOCs about digital culture, you will just find our MOOC. This one is the information about the MOOC. And when you want to start with lesson 2, you just can click onto lesson 2 and will directly come to the start. Yeah? This one is the lesson abstract. Every lesson is starting with the lessons abstract. And here I will just show you something. Just pretend we go to assignment of the first unit. Here you have the comment box. For example, whenever you're posting your homework into this conversation section, here you can read homework or the text of the other participants, and you can reply here. Yeah, you can write under this text, you can comment those texts. And if you have a longer text, it's better that you're writing a blog post. And this one is looking like this. You can write in the top, in the title. That's better for us to just find out which assignment this is. You can put the number of the assignment here. There is a comment, for example, under her blog post. Wonderful, you can see this. She has got a longer text. And this one is better. If you have got a longer text, it's better that you're posting a blog post, and then you can put the link of your blog post here. You can copy this into the conversation box, and then we just can have the link to your blog post. Rosanna, will you just add something, or
No, I think it's great, your presentation. I don't know if you, our friends, have seen some specific feature of Emma. For example, they can click on the menu on the left right, and they can see there the list of MOOCs if they have enrolled in more than one, and they can also check the analytics about the classroom.
Yeah, perfect.
And also another interesting feature is the possibility to take notes. Maybe you can show how it works from
this
your
one,
side.
You mean this one? Can you see it? Here I have the function when you're clicking here. This one is really nice as well because Rosanna showed us when you're just clicking onto here, you can, for example, personalize. If you find this text important, you can highlight this and then you can put information here. Yeah, you have got saved elements. And here, just as Rosanna said, in the top where your name is written, welcome Ebru, you can see your courses. I have got only open badges for open science, but I will just attend to other MOOCs as well. But what is really interesting here, you can see your blogs, only your blog posts. This symbol was to see all the blog posts which are posted or published in our MOOC. But when you're going to your blogs, that's the short way to just get to your blog posts, yeah? You can see here, it's really, really good. It's wonderful. You can delete, but don't delete your blog posts. Here you can edit them. And then you can put under your blog post which assignment it is, yeah, XY, for example. Here this one is your profile. You can, if you want, you can put a nice profile picture or here a little text about yourself.
And also this is the place where to check if you got a badge. Yeah, my certificate.
There you can check your certificate, and here you will see, yeah, here you can see your badges.
Right.
So maybe you can just check after our kickoff. And if you don't receive the first badge, but you know you finished all the assignments, just write me an email, yeah, whenever you want. I'm checking every day my emails. Here we have got...
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
Yeah. So, good evening.
Hi, Sarah.
How many weeks or how many time does this lesson will be available after the end of the course?
I know that they will be open. I think there is no time limitation.
Forever, if I want to follow another MOOC or something, and I will have my annotation if I save them in Emma. It won't be useful.
That's a good point. If you want, just let me ask Professor Buchem, and then I can give you this information in the kickoff next week.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. The only thing is, Sarah, for you to know, this MOOC is a pilot. That means with you together, we are working the first time on this MOOC, and after we finish this MOOC in the end of March, we will improve this MOOC. Maybe we will change some assignments or some content. I don't know about that point now, but I'm sure there will be some points or some content will be changed. Yeah? Okay. All right. This one is the MOOC schedule. Again, just for you to know, we will have our last kickoff next Monday, 15th March on 6 p.m. And again, I will here, when you're in Emma, here are the blog posts. You will receive an email or receive a notification here. A next blog post of mine with the information about the last kickoff. And again, I will share a blog post with the survey link, yeah? And it's really important for me, anyone who didn't answer the questions yet, here is the link for the survey. And I can show you again if you want the first survey about lesson 1. You just have to click. You will at most need maybe 5 minutes. It's only 10 questions. The survey about lesson 2 has only got 8 questions and then you will be finished. So you would be a great support if you could answer if you haven't joined the survey yet. This one is very important. Happy International Women's Day for all the ladies here in the round. Have you got any questions? Yeah, please don't forget the survey and to check if you have got your badge in your profile on Emma. Yeah? Okay. Oh, okay, perfect. See you next Monday, and if you have got questions, you can just stay here. All right, thank you.
Thank you, bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, thank you very much. Bye.
See you.
See you, bye.
Bye.
Hi, Margaret.